I have studied my culture, my history, and my land, because I know that in order to overcome my enemies outside, I must overcome the one that resides on the inside. For how can I see to help my sisters and brothers be free if I can't see for my own inner enemy? Physician, heal thyself. Heal thyself. Heal thyself.
What are we, Africans? What are Africans? Geniuses. You put pyramids with a kings and queens, and all the things you find we did, we know it is. Africans are geniuses. Africans are geniuses. We're Africans.
I know who I am, and I know who you are. I am not alarmed when I see my brothers and sisters willing, stealing, dealing, killing and killing people looking just like them. Cause I know the niggas were made and Africans were created. Africans were created. Africans were created.
Africans are geniuses. What are we, Africans? What are Africans? Geniuses.
Niggas were made to meet the needs for slaves. It's an economic thing, you must understand. But now that the job is done, it's up to us to stop what the slave master has begun. For bondage is in our minds and controls how we see with our own eyes. So blame not your sister and brothers. Instead, love unconditionally one another. For this is the medicine that will heal and bind us together, because it is up to us if we're going to get any better. Africans are created in the image of the Creator, arriving here whole and complete, in sync with the universe, and one with the natural forces of the earth. Truth, justice, righteousness, balance, and order are always in effect, and when you know who you are, you will regurgitate the rest. We can never be separated from the Creator. That's a lie at best. So hear the truth. Let go the rest. Africans were created and niggas were made. Africans were created and niggas were made. Psalms 82 verse 5 and 6. They know not, neither do they understand. They walk about in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, you are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High God. Hotep.
Verbal delegation. In that society, Dr. Brown, Mr. Deity,
Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than blame planes of Malaysia can't fly us. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia can't fly us. Mr. Deity, where you been? In my corner of the ring, fighting life, trying not to get counted out or throw in the towel. On the ropes, I'ma lean till my vision see clean, blood in my eye. This world is a bad dream. As long as money's king, I feel funny in my being. You can see it when I walk and you hear my shackles cling. IMAX, bigger picture, niggas still don't see a thing. It's 2014, still flag torching. Fucking inflation make it hard to cop groceries. So don't be surprised if someone run up with that sorcery. Levitate your wallet, give me the loot. Chris Wallace, capitalizing, democracy at its rawest. Sucker, you the trees, I'm the forest, I'm the earth, you a Taurus. I'm Black Jesus, you don't know who a Saw is. Hannibal Victorious, every bar is a battalion. Spirit of a panther with the Kevlar medallions. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia can't fly us. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia can't fly us. They still got our children pledging allegiance to flags that spill red and blue blood to white out history we had. No Django 8 years ago, took my chains off. Bore Mansour, Hotep, and took James off. 80% of prisons overpopulated with colored brothers. 30% of our children aborted by mothers. Most of the gun violence is a brother on another. Most of the work on the street, we sell to one another. What's the equation to these mathematics? When you control the minds and the economy, multiply the madness. The ghetto's an experiment created by your masters. We tried to change that shit, but they killed all the Panthers. Fred Hampton, bullet holes in a bloody mattress. This Liberation Patriot Act, terrorist action, sponsored by your local revolutionary rapper. I voted for assassination, you can cast my back. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia can't fly us. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia can't fly us. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia can't fly us. Politics, money, religion, they divide us. Let's bring it back together with some K's right beside us. Stars shine bright, sucker, how you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia can't fly us. They divide us. K's right beside us. How you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia can't fly us. They divide us. K's right beside us. How you gon' hide us? Higher than planes in Malaysia can't fly us.
Spirituality supports reality. 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 Spirituality supports reality.
This is an African set, more respect. I saw the light and now I got to reflect straight back. Here's a little message while you live, and what I got to give is somewhat positive. Spade, the brother's gonna serve rhythmatically. Pass up on to you what was taught to me. That was Afrocentricity about being spiritual. So here we go to proceed quite lyrical. Praise the one for which I pledge my stand. Peace to the creator, word to the motherland. I got to give it up, cause I'm down with Casa. Jumped in the circle, I was told we have to stand together as one in unity amongst ourselves, amongst our community. Strong, repelling the interference of genocide. Luther King died to keep the dream alive. Mandela, the fella served 25, still revives. Speaking, teaching others to survive. African, there's no comparison. We're all the same underneath the skin, whether dark or light. You might be my kid, so I relate to my brothers and my sisters. See, to the east, to the east, to the east of me. We traveled over here by slave ship. I dropped the bomb on the Uncle Tom, who ain't hip, straight to the situation of the Asiatic nation.
Africans, what are Africans? Geniuses. What are we? Africans. What are Africans? Geniuses. Gods and goddesses of the universe, kings and queens of the planet Earth. What are we, Africans?
Think about a quick question too. It
Go
can
ahead.
be on the record, off the record. It can be on the record. I heard Bob Johnson said he's talking to the higher powers, I guess the government, about our reparations. And I guess the numbers that they come up with were about 3. Name is Saul here in Ngozi, Northern Light Shopping Center. You want more than just a nice cut? Good conversation, good vibe, good music. Come see me at 3512 Cleveland.
The African Heritage Diet consists of 6 lessons. Lessons where we reach back to our African heritage to find culturally appropriate health and wellness practices that help us to move forward as a people that are whole in mind, body, and spirit. Lesson 1 is herbs and spices. Lesson 2 are greens. Greens is the widest part in the base of the African Heritage Diet food pyramid. So many greens should be consumed. And as you move up the pyramid, those are the things that you consume in lesser proportionate amounts. Whole grains, lesson 3. Beans and rice, lesson 4. Tubers and mashes, lesson 5. Lesson 6. Fruits, vegetables, and a healthy lifestyle.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero,
Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. I'm almost back amongst the living, family. How y'all doing? Man, I'm feeling so much better, man. I got that, woo, man, got that juice in me last night. Oh, my God. Woke up this morning, kind of late, but still was like, oh, my God. Excuse me, y'all see I'm still digesting everything real quick. But anyway, man, it is good to be back on the path to eating solid food. I don't know what to tell you. You know, I suffered, especially those last 3 days. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't even explain it. Just take me away. Just take me away. But anyway, family, it's time for us to do the Daily Toast. I want to welcome you. This is Brother Hot Tim. And of course, I want to remind you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, in the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. I want you to know that, of course, this is the Daily Toast. And, of course, you know it is a Heart of a Simple production where a lot of people don't know this. We strive to blow up your old paradigm. Blow them to smithereens. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to change the way we see some shit, man. Because some of this stuff just ain't right. Not right. It's not. Right? So family. It's time for us to do the toast. I got this JL I made special for my break of the fast. Help with my digestion. It has ginger and lemon in it. Of course, mine is unfiltered. So we're going to go and pop it real quick. Let's see. Can y'all see? Make sure y'all can see. That wasn't that bad. All right, cool. All right. So now what I'm going to start doing is I want to start popping it at the end so that we get the full phase, ancestors deserve. That's for the ancestors. So let's go. Just pour it out. That wasn't that bad. But you know, y'all, I know y'all want to see a pop this morning, don't y'all? I want to see a pop too. I've been refrigerating this one. Actually, I didn't pull it out the refrigerator this morning. I popped it last night. It was all calm. So they sit in the refrigerator and they don't get all aggressive. You know what I'm saying? But if I leave them sitting to the side like, let's see if this one gonna perform for us today. Just a little bit. How about this one? This one has been very disappointing. Oh my God. The fuck wrong with you? Excuse me. Excuse my language. But you know, when you got loafers, you know what I'm saying? They're sitting around here eating up my space. Alright, let's see. It's the cola nut. And you can actually, I have to let the cola sit in a little bit longer, but you can taste the cola. Oh. I know y'all like them. Look like big roaches in there, Mr. Brother Hot Tim. No, that's cola nut. That's that raw cola nut. So we up there, we doing it now. So we done made it back to where you able to toast with Brother Hot Tim. So this one's going to help with my digestion a little bit, get my stomach back together. This is ginger and lemon. I think I'm going to make this regular, but I put too much. I put Cleveland put too much lemon in it this time.
You told me to put half.
I put half, yeah, but I mean, damn, you could have tasted it, man. You don't have to do everything.
If I poured it and then tasted it, what could I change it? What do I do to change it then?
No, you don't pour half of it in first. You
pour it and then taste it as you're pouring. You young, don't worry about it. God'll forgive you. I don't know if my stomach will. But anyway, first off, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute and we say the powerful word. Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? We go to our ancestors, and it's time for us to go on and, man, just lift them up, right? Lift them up. Lift them up. Lift them up. Lift them up. What you got going on more important right now than just saluting your ancestors right now, all right? So let's go. Lift them up. We're going to go Miles Brown, Ms. Ann Robin, the Texas Senator Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Pendergast, and Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jamon, man, hold on. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann Robin, the Texas Senator Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Pendergast, and Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fillard, Montague Pittman, Normal Exit, Pet Mile, Rob Malika Pacour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ageni, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Fro Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Willis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Diego Pulley and Alexa Brother, Miss Cedar Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Bunsen, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, John Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldell Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Ago Sosu, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Trisha Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selva Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, Devin Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Jackson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineri, Elder Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Allen Ohio, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson, Reverend Eddie Moore, Eugene Jackson. Ooh, almost made it again. Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Mitchell Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didi Monares, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We have William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Yoda Basiji, Filani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Elise Waters, DePretis Hines, Annis Bostic, Edna Bostic, Luna Feast, Candleberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradley, Kevin Spradley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ada Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Carter, Pina Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emmy McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Junko Shea, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edward Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Shirley Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno, Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Needy Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urchin Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry Staton, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Alice, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker, Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban, Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javed McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekomaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Brothers, Reginald Albert, Mazarin Coper, George Swan, Imania Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, lovingly known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair. We got Anthony Brown. We got Jonathan Ford, Lonnie Gaucher. We got Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang, Lewis, Ronald Shelton, Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks. Got Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Reaper, Oscar Kane, Archie Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Quasi, Uncle James, Henry Margaret III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Anderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, True City Kitty Berger, Lucy Wright, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Dusty Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Anwright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton. got Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster. We got James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leather Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leather Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don, Sabre Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mae Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher. We got Jerry, Jassa, McCallop, Mama Moon, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Anley, and we got Panchita Alba. Man, oh man, we raising up our glass, family, and we saluting those ancestors in power. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. Man, I feel so good today. All right, let's move. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving because I got to get to my adventure. All right, so we also have to salute this moment right now. Family, we are on Umoja. I want to give all of the Umoja babies a round of applause. Yep. You deserve it. You deserve it. And we're going to finish up our counter series because I really didn't get to start with them. Oh, my sinuses start acting up since I started taking in this food again. I'm doing liquids. Oh, man. All right. So we got, family, as I ask every day, I ask you to, call open up your reticular formation. Your reticular formation. Well, I hope I'm streaming. Shouts out to Jack Adams. Open up your reticular formation. I want you to seek out your principle of the day. The principle of the day is Umoja. We're going to seek out Umoja. We want pictures. We want examples. Post them up on Giami Journey on Facebook. G&J Media on Facebook. Look us up on Facebook. Post it up on Facebook. Share it with the world, right? Because we need to start making sure people know that our principles are out here. They're out here. All we got to do is look for them. All we got to do is seek them in earnest. And they're going to pop up, right? And they're powerful and they're working for us, right? So we need to start seeking them out. Those that don't speak the language, you don't know what Umoja is, you don't even know why we call the day Umoja, then you need to get with us on our free e-course, freegnjecourse.com, freegnjecourse.com. Now, let me see. All right, cool. Make sure. So now, also on today, unity, Umoja means unity for those that don't know. Truth is the principle, is the modic law today. Violet is the color. Mentalism is the hermetic law. Male name is Kojo, female is Ajwa. So I think last week I read Kojo and Ajwa. As a matter of fact, I'm sure Edgewater. Yep. So, let's go. We read it. I'm going to read it again. And then I'm going to go through, because I ain't go through all the stuff with Umoja Day, right? And so we're going to talk about the day names. We're going to talk about the hermetic law. We're going to talk about the principle. The Nguza Saba principle. Juwaja, my fault, Ejuada or Juada is the second day of the creation. And it is on that day that our God created the skies, or Ewim. I think that's how you say Ewim, or Ewim, as well as we call it in tree. He created separation between the huge waters. Waters below the sky is rather self-explanatory. We can observe oceans. The waters above the sky, however, might be slightly tricky to grasp. Water particles can be found in clouds, rain, fog, and snow, etc. Space between the waters needed to create air, Edwada, was originally Kwa Wiwida, with the following symbol. Kwa equals creator, we equals sky, da equals day. So creator, sky, day. Today, we refer to sky as Ewim, and this comes from we. Over time, we became dro, which means cold, as cold skies. Since I am Umoja born, this is the author. She says, since I'm a Monday born, I'm gonna say exactly what she says. I can actually start by describing myself. According to the literature, Ajuas enjoy life to the fullest, have an incredible zest for life, free spirit, and wish to be original in everything they do. They also very maternal and feminine, and therefore like to take care of others. Apparently, we can also be slightly intolerant, stubborn, dominant, and jealous if we want to be. But we can also be unapologetically frank and direct, persistent, open-minded, resilient, and quite allergic to injustice. Quadros are a lot of fun. They are very magnetic and intensely dynamic. They are innovative, appear to be strong and very masculine. However, under the layer is a sensitive heart. Quadros are leaders and do not do so well with insubordinate roles. Quadros care about others and are highly emotional as well. So much so that they may abruptly burst out with their emotions. They enjoy the finer things of life and are very generous. All right, let's go on and let's look at the Hermetic law for the day. Hermetic law for the day would be mentalism. Because we ain't do this for this last week. Law of mentalism. Definition: everything is mental. The entire universe is mental. Out of the mind of the Creator sprang the universe as we experience it. This is coming from, by the way, once again, Maintaining Peace and Power Through Troubled Times by Terhasliam Chagaji. Out of the mind of the Creator sprang the universe as we experience it. We are the product of that creative force, and as a result, we too are able to create out of the power of the mind. The creative force operates in us, through us, and around us. Through the divine spark of the Creator that resides within each one of us, we can also create reality through our thoughts. As a man thinketh, so is he. In reality, all events are neutral and only have the impact or power that we give by assigning them value in our lives. The mind is very powerful tool that can work for or against our best interests. It is the most important pieces of machinery in our bodies. However, we generally do not take adequate responsibility for the things that come into our minds. We allow steady streams of garbage to filter through our heads by the way of interaction with others, television, music, etc. The problem is that much like any computer, the result is garbage in, garbage out. What we think becomes our actions, and our actions become our consequences. Far too often, we do not realize that through repetition, the most destructive thoughts, and interactions begin to appear normal. The first virtue of Mayat is control of thought, because the quality of our lives is a direct result of the thoughts we think. All right, so we'll stop right there. So, and we got one more. Let's go to Umoja in the book. All right, Umoja. And we're done, right? Umoja. Principle, of course, Umoja, or unity. Day, today, Umoja. Numbers, 1 and 9. Element, air. Color, violet. To strive for a principle and harmonious togetherness in the family, community, nation, and world African community. Unity. That's unity. That's what Umoja. To strive for a principle and harmonious togetherness in the family, community, nation, and world African community. To strive for a principle. I want to stress that. A principle and harmonious togetherness. Principle is first. From the African tree of life. Because the human being is spirit, the human being may communicate with spirit, said the knowledge holders. Next one, say the knowledge holders. Centering leads to self-knowing. Self-knowing is the dynamic of destiny, say the knowledge holders. The relation to the center is the guide for the self. The center is a reflector for the self, say the knowledge holders. We have finally made it to Umoja, the capstone. Now remember, in a player's pyramid, we have a formula in how to use the Nguzo Saba to build a better life, to build projects, to build a tribe. Shit, I use this to build a tribe. So there's a certain way we do it. So some of the words might throw you off, but like I said, you have to, once again, free gnjecourse.com. All right. We have finally made it to Umoja, the capstone of our pyramid. This is a step where we begin to actualize everything we have been working towards. Although unity fits at the top of our metaphorical pyramid, this principle is actually the center of the Nguzo Saba. When I say the center, I mean all of the principle must pass through this point for success to come from you. At this point, you must review all steps and make sure you have applied all the instructions. This is the point where you release the power of the universe to aid you in your quest, or in our quest. Here we must expand ourselves and trust in the process that we have set in motion. In Umoja, we learn to trust the fact that we are spiritual beings and are able to accomplish anything that we set out to do. We have the power of the Creator and the blessing of our ancestors to help us manifest our goals. We have to face the fact that everything that we have in our life at this present time is of our own making. Just because we do not understand the laws of creation does not excuse us from their results. Everything in the universe is connected, and the laws of creation is the same. What we have here is a simple process that we can put to work for us. And we have to then have trust in the process once we begin. We will get what we focus on. Many of us often feel that we are victims of circumstances. But that is far from the truth. It may feel good to blame others for where your life is now, but whether you want to accept the fact or not, you are fully responsible for where you are right now. Your choices have brought you to this very spot. The good news is that it is not over yet. You can make choices that will send your life in the direction you desire to go this very second by using the principle of Umoja. You can bring all the short lessons together in practice and utilize them to change your life one building block at a time. All right, I'm going to stop right there. So that's out of Players Pyramid of our brother Hatim. So family, we lift up our glass and we salute this moment. We salute the power of this moment. And we move in this moment in power. Because we did the whole Players Pyramid. We did all 7 universal laws. We got all 7 names done. Man, we did good, even when we were struggling. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. And we lift up our glass. And what we say? Not ding. We say Ashe, right? We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We say Ashe. From there, family, we move on. And who do we toast? Very simple. We move from our children to all of our relations. We lift up and we toast and we salute and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? It's a very simple step. It's a very simple jump. We go from all of our relations to that selfish toast. This is for you, right? It's for you, right? I'm lifting up the choice. I'm lifting up the cup so that you get that selfish toast. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move into your power, into your full power, right? Lift it up. We say Ashe. Then, family, we added the tribe. So I'm going to toast the tribe. I'm lifting up my glass to my tribe, family. Lift your glass up to your tribe, right? Because hopefully you got one. If not, you come on over here and chill with Giame, right? Come on, build with us, right? We tribing up. We tribing up, right? Because everybody else is. Y'all just seen the article about China and Russia yesterday. Now, that's called tribing up. When you start whooping motherfuckers' asses around you, right? Letting them know, look, this is how it's going down. You tribing up. And you tell other motherfuckers, look, you stay up out of our tribal affairs. That's basically what China said. You stay up out of our tribal affairs. We having a little problem over here. You got to slap these people to get them together, right? They tribing up. Why? Because they about to make a move. Family, we about to make a move. I'm trying to tell y'all, our time is coming. So we raise our glass. Raise our glass for that tribe, right? That tribe, whatever your tribe is, raise a glass. Say your tribe's name. My tribe name Giame. We lifting it up. We say Ashe. From there, family, where we going? Where we going, family? From there, last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, most inspiring individuals in the room. Wisest, most powerful, and the bravest individual in the room. I want to lift my glass up to you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Every time I get a chance, it feels good. I'm just telling you, man, Cleve, this would have been. He put so much lemon juice in here that it almost knocks out the flavor of the ginger. I almost can't taste the damn ginger. God gonna work with him. God gonna work with him. Sometimes, he didn't know no better. He messed up perfection. He messed it up. Just a little bit too much lemon. God damn. See, and I can't get mad because he followed my instructions, but I'm trying to teach him how to, I'm trying to pass on a skill to you, man. Just don't do what I say, kind of play with it, get in trouble a little bit, because that's how you discover new things, new secrets. He just went down there, he poured exactly the amount I said in there, knowing I can't taste this shit. And then he tasted, oh, you gonna like it when you come walk. Should I beat him? Should I just beat him? We gonna take a survey right now. All those that think I should just go on and just beat Cleve, just gonna let me know. Cause he just gonna, y'all just gonna vote. Let's vote. All in favor of me laying these paws on that little cub. even though I'm still kind of weak, he might. Yeah, I better not put my reputation on the line like that. You know, lose to a young Simba like that right now, because I'm still kind of weak. You know, and it only take one lucky blow, and you know, years and years of work. Jack Adams say no. Years and years of work out the window. You know, because Clee done knocked his dad out with one blow. Chest gonna be out and looking for a new home, looking for a new place to stay. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be proud. He gonna be able to say, I knocked my daddy out. But he gonna have to, boy, you better find you somewhere to live. Mind your business, because you done messed up this ambrosia, boy. Jack Adams says, don't beat him, just outsmart him. You right. I'm gonna get him. Mm-hmm. I think I paid you for this too, Clee. I want my money back. How about that? Can I get a refund? I think it was about $100. I gave you $100 to make this. Huh? You good? I'm not good. I'm gonna drink it though. But it's good for the stomach. It got lemon. This ambrosia got lemon and got ginger in there. But before we roll, let's go on and experiment with, that still got a little pop. This new one I'm trying right now. Now this one, I'm gonna make it available once I start rebrewing. Now, this the issue. I probably won't have any more ready until July. Just letting y'all know. I mean, my fault, until August. Probably late August, because we going camping in August. First week of August. We will be getting information out to those that are interested in participating, because we're going to spend the Kemetic New Year, and we're going to celebrate the Kemetic New Year, the coming of the Kemetic New Year, which will be, it's a whole week. It's 5 days. But the day, the official start of the Kemetic New Year, we will be out in the woods. Yes. But this is my main, this is the cola nut. Traditional cola nut. And it's not bitter, but I could taste a little bit of the cola on there. But it's just so good to just be able to indulge. I'm thinking about right now, I would like my first meal to be some of Clee's ramen noodles, because Clee get down with them. Now, I brought him some soft noodles the other day, man, and he was able to work with them. I'm trying to make sure. See, one of the things we got to do with our young people is, like, find their passions. I see sometimes he like cooking, sometimes he like farming, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get him to experience as many things as possible so that we could find what it is that he loves and get him to go on and invest in that shit, right? Something that we could just throw him into where he could just, you know what I'm saying? So what if it's cooking, you know what I'm saying? So I started, hyping him up on I just challenged him one day, and the boy turned out. He turned out and did these ramen noodles that was just fantastic. I said, damn. I said, yo, you got to Africanize that, man. You got to, you know what I'm saying? So he going to throw the palm oil on there and stuff. So where do fruit flies come from? I don't know where the hell from hell, I think, because these motherfuckers, they just pop up, you know what I'm saying, whenever you got fruit, and just be flying every goddamn way. I think they just come from hell. It's just an alternate dimension. And when you got some fruit or you got some ferment that they want, they just materialize. You know what I'm saying? I wish we was like that with money. You know what I'm saying? Where money was, we just materialized like a goddamn fruit fly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do you know? Is that a trick question? Where do fruit flies come from? And why is so many of them? And how they get in? You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting up here like these goddamn fruit flies can't have bananas, can't have apples sitting around without a fruit fly. You know what I'm saying? And I know that a lot of these apples and a lot of these fruits we got have been through so much poison that I don't even understand. So they must come from an alternate dimension. You know what I'm saying? I think they come from the same place where your socks disappear. You know, I think fruit flies, come from the same dimension that the socks disappeared into the dryer. I don't think we had problem with fruit flies before dryers. See, because we didn't have problems with socks disappearing before dryers, right? Now all of a sudden, socks start disappearing, and then we get more fruit flies. So I think there's some type of interdimensional connection between dryers, socks, and fruit flies. Because the shit is it just don't make no sense. So you got to paint some type of story around it. And there's a story in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? There's a story in there somewhere. The fruit fly, the disappearing socks. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not the only one that be having socks disappear. Right? I know. I'm just sitting up here. I know I put all these socks in this goddamn dryer. Right? Then I go upstairs to grab a banana, and guess what's waiting for me? A goddamn fruit fly. Hold on. There you go. One just flew right across the screen. They heard us talking about them. So let's stop talking about them. I don't want no more fruit flies. Jack Adams, I don't know why you brought that conspiracy shit up into our show. Now I'm going to be played by fruit fly. Thank you very much. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to finish my cola, and then I'm going to get up off the air. But somebody going to have to go on and explain these fruit flies. Because Jack Adams asks a good question. A light. So what I'm thinking about is I'm thinking I might have to go and get the cola nuts and crush them down so that, I get more surface area for the ambrosia, because I want to try to get the cola. I want to try to get that cola spread out and not having to sit as long. You know what I'm saying? So I get it out. But then, some of these brews that I'm doing, I am going to have to be working towards longevity. So once I get relocated, because I'm already talking. Once we get relocated, I'm going to have some refrigeration. So I'm going to be able to refrigerate some of these gallons. So some of them going to be sitting around for the ones that's going to be going out. They're going to be refrigerated, but I'm going to be able to have I'm going to have a little bit of space where I'm going to be able to put like a wine rack and just have different ambrosias that's going to be able to sit for a couple of years so that we could really see where this could go, because like this is honey and this green tea. It don't spoil. This honey, it don't spoil. So we could let this sit for years and then pop open a bottle and celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Really, really pop open a bottle. Now, these type of bottles, I could do that, right? I could put them in. I could let them sit, put them in a nice, cool place. Don't necessarily have to be a refrigerator, but I could put them in a cool place. But they do have wine bottles. Now, the only thing is I got to figure out, do I want the actual cork or do I want the cork with the cage? Now, if I get the cork with the cage, it'd be a little bit cheaper. But if I get the natural cork, I'm going to have to get me another machine to do that. So like I said, it depends on, like I said, where we are as a family, because right now as a tribe, we got 20 supporters. Like I said, if I get up to about 50 or 100 supporters, we can experiment with different shit like that, right? Hopefully, y'all been checking out some of the videos where I've been showing or talking about how how I do this process. It comes on during the day, we be broadcasting. I met a sister this weekend who had a fermented kudzu tonic. She said it was green power drink. Kudzu. What's a kudzu? All right, they texting like crazy at my job. My adventure, I like to call it. Gotta get up out of here. But family, I am feeling good. Be on the lookout for DigiTV. We're gonna be dropping the DigiTV, right? Dropping the DigiTV. I'm gonna let it roll. And I'm gonna try to do some other stuff too. Do a little bit of stuff. But I got a lot of work to catch up on because vacation. Coming off vacation just mean playing catch up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be playing catch up for the next month and a half, and I don't even know. And what's crazy is we don't even know how the schools are going to open right now. That's the weed that grows up over everything. Now check it out. Now this is the legitimacy of that, Jack Adams. I don't know where you are, but if you look at a lot of weeds, right, and if you really because use your phone, do the Google thing, you're gonna be surprised how many of these plants out here that they got us spraying that we call weeds that are actually like herbs of life. Like there's a certain plant out there that look like greens, right? And it got birds on it. It's called burdock. Burdock is one of the most powerful herbal tonics you can have, whether you use the leaves or the birds or especially the root. You know what I'm saying? And burdock grows regardless of what type of poison they put on it. Dandelion is one of the most powerful, is a powerful herb. And Lord knows how many other herbs out there that we might not even understand. Like right now, a popular one right now is elderberry. And elderberry is the red berries that when you was little and you used to go run in the backyards and be hiding, it would stain up your clothes. It's like a red berry poke salad. Oh man, listen. And not only will it, and a lot of that we are missing out on because we don't know what it looks like no more. Like I told you about one of my elders, and he constantly tells me about a collard green called the black collard. He said it grows wild, and he gonna show me where it is and stuff like that. And it's like you start hearing about shit like this, and you're like, what? And it's a possibility that you walking right past a whole bunch of food every day, whole bunch of herbs every day. You're killing them so that you can have nice green yards every day, right? And yet and still, a lot of us are being plagued by a pandemic, right? That just relies on you building. That hinges on the fact of whether or not your immune system is intact enough to beat it up. But yet, we're killing dandelion. Listen, in some ancient writings, they say that burdock cures death. Now, I ain't never heard no shit like that before. Shouts out to Miss Sheila. I see you. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Cynthia in here too? All right. How y'all gonna start? Y'all just trying to make me late for work. Y'all working for the man. I knew it. Working for the man. But I gotta go. But anyway, I want to say good morning to each and every last one of y'all. I want to say thank you for taking the time for tuning in and checking us out. But I'm gonna leave you with this.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah.
We were born to be great.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black?
We were born to be great.
What are we, Africans? What are Africans? Geniuses. What are we, Africans? What are Africans? Geniuses. Gods and goddesses of the universe, kings and queens of the planet Earth. What are we, Africans?
Think about a quick question too. It
Go
can
ahead.
be on the record, off the record. It can be on the record. I heard Bob Johnson said he's talking to the higher powers, I guess the government, about our reparations. And I guess the numbers that they come up with were about 3. Name is Saul here in Ngozi, Northern Light Shopping Center. You want more than just a nice cut? Good conversation, good vibe, good music. Come see me at 3512 Cleveland.
The African Heritage Diet consists of 6 lessons. Lessons where we reach back to our African heritage to find culturally appropriate health and wellness practices that help us to move forward as a people that are whole in mind, body, and spirit. Lesson 1 is herbs and spices. Lesson 2 are greens. Greens is the widest part in the base of the African Heritage Diet food pyramid. So many greens should be consumed. And as you move up the pyramid, those are the things that you consume in lesser proportionate amounts. Whole grains, lesson 3. Beans and rice, lesson 4. Tubers and mashes, lesson 5. Lesson 6. Fruits, vegetables, and a healthy lifestyle.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times, I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero,